In business, Nigeria's President Muhammadu Buhari made history when he signed the West African country's biggest budget into law, also coinciding with his last budget as president. Amidst a rising debt profile, which has since hit 67.7 trillion naira, the government is now planning to further borrow about 11 trillion naira to fund its latest budget, raising concerns by economists. News Central's Adeshewo Dushoga has the details in this report.
It's the biggest budget in the history of Nigeria. President Muhammadu Buhari has just signed the 21.83 trillion naira appropriation bill into law. This is about 4 trillion naira higher than the 2022 budget. It is also President Buhari's last budget as he gradually bids the presidency goodbye.
We have examined the changes made by the National Assembly to the 2023 executive budget proposal. The amended fiscal framework for 2023, as approved by the National Assembly, shows additional revenues of 765.79 billion naira.
But the budget has since raised eyebrows, drawing reactions from economists who have said with the current revenue and debt challenge in Nigeria, financing this budget is not economically visible.
Nobody repays debt from GDP. You have to repay from the revenue. So if you're not making enough revenue, you must be careful how much you borrow. So which is why I'm saying the new guy has his job cut out for him. The revenue side of things, we must work on it. Once we're able to get the revenue right, our budget gets fatter, our debt will become more sustainable. But I'm not saying that getting the revenue right is work part anyway. But that is the real work. That is the heart of the matter.
Although a budget of about 22 trillion naira has been tagged appropriate, considering the size of the country with well over 200 million Nigerians, a revenue shortfall remains the big elephant in the room.
We are a huge country. This is a country of over 200 million people. And we are still having a budget of 20 trillion. When you take a smaller country in terms of population, the population of South Africa is just about 60 million people. And they're already doing about 3-4 times of what we're doing. So it should be clear to us that we're not where we are. The problem, the heart of the problem of Nigeria is revenue.
There is an additional funding request set to increase last year's fiscal deficit, estimated from 7.35 trillion naira to 8.17 trillion naira, which is the highest ever recorded by the country amid a sovereign debt which has skyrocketed to 44.06 trillion naira. The government have also reviewed plans to borrow a fresh 10.78 trillion naira to finance the deficit, one that have since been kicked against by economists and other stakeholders. Adeshewo Dushoga, reporting for News Central.